Good evening to all of you, esteemed panel members and chair, and my fellow researchers. My name is Angela May Bawit. I am delighted, yet a bit apprehensive as I introduce to you or present to you my research title that goes this way: Development and Validation of Worksheets as Supplementary Materials in Teaching English. Before I delve into the details, I would like to provide a brief motivation behind this research. So the research gap identified in this study is the need to enhance the least learned competencies or LLCs in English 9. In our school, we identify the least learned competencies through item analysis. The identified LLCs in English are critical areas that students struggled with during the grading period. This means that teachers must focus on enhancing these competencies to improve student learning outcomes. So generally, this study sought to answer the following questions. What are the least learned competencies in English 9? What supplementary material may be developed to enhance students' competencies? What is the evaluator's assessment of the worksheets in terms of the following aspects presented on the screen? And what is the level of acceptability of the developed material among students and teachers? So here is the conceptual framework. I adopted the IPO, or the input process output model. So the input contains needs analysis data, the MELCs, and the pioneering or relevant theories and related reviews. And then an arrow is directed towards the second box, which entails the process, which contains the needs assessment, development, validation, test for acceptability, and then findings. Finally, the output of this rigorous process is the set of worksheets entitled Mastering English Competencies, Exploring Models, Conditionals, and Communicative Styles. So I employed the research and development methodology to develop worksheets to address the least learned competencies in English 9. So this study involved three sets of respondents: 5 evaluators, 10 grade 9 English teachers, and 149 grade 9 students enrolled in our school last school year. Likewise, there were also 3 sets of instruments: the evaluation tool used by the SDO ABRA, the evaluation checklist designed for students, adapted from Mindanao State University Graduate School, and then the checklist included the questions or statements for grade 9 English teachers that was adapted from Brent Riza G. Aragon's study. I employed the mean as a statistical tool used for two primary purposes. First, it was used to evaluate the expert validation, and second, to evaluate the level of acceptability among both teachers and students. So the table here presents the least mastered English competencies among grade 9 sections, with MPS, or mean percentage score, ranging from 45.12 to 48.32. This means that the mastery level of the students in the said competencies is reflected as low proficient. Next, the primary aim of these worksheets is to identify and improve areas where students struggle the most. So the structure of each worksheet includes several key parts: front page, review, presentation and discussion, activities 1, 2, and 3, and post-assessment. So these are the parts of the worksheet. We have the first one is the cover page, which is the standard cover page set by our LRMS in our schools division office, followed by the review section, presentation and discussion, which contains QR codes that could be accessed through scanning for the students to be able to get more information about the lesson. And then each worksheet contains 3 sets of activities. We call those activity 1, activity 2, and activity 3. And finally, the worksheets contain post-assessment to assess the level of understanding of the students in each of the lessons. And then the evaluator's assessment of the worksheet in terms of the following aspects is hereby presented in this table. So this is the summary of the evaluator's assessment. The mean scores for content across all three worksheets are consistently high with an overall mean of 3.85. So this indicates that the content, format, presentation, and accuracy of the developed worksheets met the established standards by the LRMS. So these results affirm that the developed worksheets met the criteria across all aspects. Next is the students' evaluation of the developed materials in terms of acceptability. So their evaluation across different indicators reflects a highly acceptable rating of 3.81. The objectives, content, topics, activities outlined in the developed material are highly acceptable to students, with a categorical mean ranging from 3.77 to 3.81. There is a strong consensus among students regarding the objectives' clarity, specificity, and relevance of the worksheets. So the second table presents the teacher's evaluation of the developed materials in terms of acceptability. So this means that the teachers find the learning materials highly acceptable in terms of content, design, adaptability, suitability, and usability. So this garnered an overall mean score of 3.82, which means that it is highly acceptable for teachers. So allow me to present to you the findings, conclusions, and recommendations. So for SOP1, the findings is that the least learned competencies in English during the first quarter with mean percentage score ranging from 45.12 to 48.32 indicate low proficiency levels. So the least learned competencies in English 9 during the first quarter indicate low proficiency levels. So these low scores below the passing score suggest that many students needed help grasping and applying these essential competencies. So for the recommendation for SOP1, to address this problem, targeted intervention programs should be implemented focusing on the least learned competencies. For SOP2, the findings is that the set of worksheets developed for English 9 was designed to address the least learned competencies among students. And then the conclusion, by incorporating multimedia resources, interactive activities, and targeted assessments, the learning materials can significantly improve teaching and learning outcomes. And then the recommendation for SOP2, the developed and validated worksheets should be utilized by grade 9 English teachers as supplementary materials. SOP3, the findings are as follows. The developed worksheet's overall validity level is 3.85, indicating a high level of validity. Hence, they pass the qualification standards for DepEd LR MDS non-print section. So, for the conclusion, the developed learning material was verified to be ready for use. So, it could be an alternative solution for filling the gap in the teaching and learning process. So the recommendation, future research endeavors should explore integrating diverse activities within supplementary learning materials, considering students' varied learning styles to maximize effectiveness and engagement. The last SOP, the developed worksheets were deemed suitable as supplementary materials for teaching the least mastered competencies in English 9. So out of 10 teachers who evaluated their acceptability, the worksheets received an overall rating of 3.82 out of 4. So likewise, among the 149 grade 9 students, they achieved an overall mean acceptability rating of 3.81 out of 4. Since the milk-based supplementary learning materials are deemed highly acceptable by the teachers and students, teachers can use the supplementary materials in teaching the least learned competencies in English. And for the recommendation, teachers should be encouraged to develop supplementary materials, particularly on topics where most students struggle the most. Okay, so here are the references I used in my study. Okay, here are they. One, two, three. I used 4 pages to accommodate the references in my study. So there you have it. Thank you very much for listening. And thank you, EdCore, for giving me the opportunity to present my study. So thank you very much, po.